very best, like no one ever was.
What's up, guys? It's Sir Zacatech here, and yes, I am a Pokemon fan. I was a 90s kid, so I mean, who wasn't a fan of Pokemon back then? I wouldn't say I'm an extreme fan, where I collect Pokemon cards and all of that still, but I do like to keep up with some of the games from time to time. For me, it's more about the nostalgia now. The last games that I owned was Shield and Shining Pearl, which was given to me. I beat the main game of Shield, but I haven't finished the DLC yet, even though I do have it. I know that's pretty terrible, but I heard it was like some of the best parts of the games, and I do plan on finishing it before this new game comes out, or before I get it, which I do plan on maybe picking up either Scarlet or Violet. Overall, I would say that I liked Shield, but it wasn't like anything spectacular. I wasn't a huge fan of the Gigantamax thing, but I mean, it kind of grew on me. The raids thing was kind of cool that you could do that with friends, and the camping with your Pokemon was pretty entertaining. So, right off the bat, Scarlet and Violet, they're advertising it as the first open world RPG in the series, which I believe the last game, Legends Arceus, was that. I think they just mean more like in the mainline Pokemon games. I'm not really sure. Unfortunately, I didn't pick up Legends Arceus, but I have seen a family member play it and some gameplay, and it looked pretty cool or interesting. I may eventually pick that up. Now, these games are based on the future and past. Scarlet, I believe, is going to have more variations of like past forms of Pokemon. And then Violet is going to be more of the future type versions of Pokemon. You can kind of see that here with the two different professors. The one on the left going to be in Scarlet, and the one on the right in Violet. So the starter Pokemon in this game is going to be Sprigatito, Fuecoco or Fuecoco, hopefully I said that right, and Quaxley. I will say, like, none of these really stood out to me from that very first trailer that they did. I mean, they're not terrible, but Pokemon has definitely changed. You could tell that there's a new artist. I would say the last generation that I really liked the majority of the Pokemon in was probably Ruby and Sapphire. I know that was quite a long time ago. Not to say there haven't been any good or decent designs recently, but I'm saying out of the majority of the whole generation, that's the last one that I recall that I actually thought the majority of the designs were good, or, looked like actual Pokemon to me. I will say, after seeing them a bit, that these designs have kind of grew on me, though. I'm interested in seeing their final forms, but I also don't want to get let down. I'm not a fan of like the humanoid looking type Pokemon, like kind of like the water guy's last form in Sword and Shield, Inteleon or whatever. It wasn't a fan. So I'm hoping that these ones will be cooler. Typically, I pick the fire starter. I know a lot of people do. Either that, or so far looking at these starters, I would maybe pick Sprigatito. I was planning on maybe doing a video of some speculation or fan art of what some of their evolutions could look like, or at least some of the ones that I think are cool that I've seen. Hopefully I can do that and get that out before Pokemon releases any more information or reveals what their evolutions will look like. Alright, moving on. One of the other new Pokemon that they announced, which I actually kind of like this design. It's more original from what I've seen so far. Lechonk. It's like a pig Pokemon. Kind of interested in seeing its evolution chain. I think it's might only evolve one other time. Then there's also supposed to be a regional form of Wooper, Paldean region, I believe. and it's poison ground type instead of water ground, which I'm interested to see what they do with its evolution. And then we have Satitan, which is ice type. It looks kind of like a land whale. It says Terra Whale Pokemon. It's not too bad. It looks more like a Pokemon design than some of the ones that I've seen. It's kind of weird, kind of interesting. I want to know if there's going to be any evolutions for him or pre-evolution. Other than that, the majority of the ones that they've released so far, like Fido, Palmy, Smoliv, they look pretty similar to past designs, or kind of generic. Oh, and then they also recently revealed Cyclizar, which is I guess, a lizard type Pokemon. It says Mount Pokemon. You can ride them too. It's going to be Dragon Normal. So there's some speculation a lot of people are thinking, and I'd say it's fair to say it looks pretty similar to the legendaries that you'll be riding on. And since you use them for mounts, a lot of people think that you're going to get them earlier on in the game. And then, of course, there will probably be more legendaries later on that you have to find. They also revealed there's going to be some multiplayer functions to the game. It looks like there's going to be a little more than some of the past games. Like, I know raid battles are returning, but it looks like you can also hop into the world and like ride side by side with friends on your legendary or mount Pokemon. The gimmick in this game is called Terrestrialize, which I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of the crown looking things. The crystallization like of the Pokemon ain't too bad. But yeah, the crowning, just to me, it's kind of weird, or a weird gimmick. I will say though, some of the Pokemon are supposed to change type when you terrestrialize them. That sounds like it might be pretty cool or be pretty interesting in switching up battle outcomes. I believe that's all I wanted to mention for this video, or Pokemon that they've released so far that I thought were worth mentioning. Just remember, this is my opinion, guys. If you feel like I missed anything, feel free to leave a comment below. Also, these games do come out November 18th of this year, so I believe we would probably either be getting a new trailer sometime next month, if not early September. When do you guys think we'll be getting one? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you watching, and if you can drop a comment, a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you like the video. You know, all the stuff that most YouTubers say at the end that is pretty repetitive. I just figured I would throw it out there to remind you, and it definitely helps. And I do plan on bringing more content to you guys and more conversations on all different just types of entertainment and stuff that I like, including Pokemon as well. So yes, have a good day or night, guys, whatever it may be whenever you're watching this video.